So we're exploring 18 questions that marketing should be asking sales. We've already covered the first three. Check out that video when you get a chance. But it's amazing to me that there's a gap that still exists between marketing and sales. You know, sales is always like, where are my leads? We say in marketing, hey, we've given you leads. And they say, well, they're not very good. So what do we do as marketers to bridge that gap? And the answer is ask sales the questions you need to build these programs the right way. Jason, why don't you stay on question number 4?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I kind of answered this a little bit in the last video, describe the typical sales process from engagement through close. And that goes into this fourth question that you want to really ask, and how much time does it typically take to close a sale? And again, I'll just repeat what I said last time. You really want to know what your salespeople are dealing with on a daily basis. Are they working a sale for a month or 2 or 3, or are they literally closing a sale within a day or 2? That's important because it's going to let you know what kind of content you need to create, what kind of ad campaigns that you're going to be running, how many touch points that a prospect is going to need to be hit with before they're ready to engage with your sales team or engage in the sales process. So it's important to know that, work with your sales team to understand that.
Yeah, that's great question. Another good one is list 3 or more objections you hear from prospects, and they may differ across services or products. We as marketers are often guilty of making assumptions about what we need to overcome as objections, but it's the folks on the ground, the sales folks that are sitting in front of these prospects day in and day out that really hear a variety of what these objections are. So get the scoop from them. I think it'll help inform a lot of what you do in terms of content creation, as well as how you may position a service or product on the web.
Yeah, absolutely. And the last question that we want to talk about today is, what questions do your prospects ask of you or of your sales team? It's like, what do folks most often want to know about your company? What kind of questions do they want to answer? How many employees do you guys have? What type of charitable contributions do you guys make, or what kind of community service do you do? Some of those things are things that are good to know, because then you can include some of those things on your website. You can create pages about those, create content, make sure that's front and center. So those may be questions that your sales team won't have to answer next time, that they'll be readily available on your website. So talk to your team about what they're asking, being asked about your company, so you can provide some of that content on your website.
Yep. If they're asking you these questions, chances are they're also Googling them. So the chances of you being visible for those questions is enhanced greatly by having the content that addresses them.
100%.